Magandang araw sa inyong lahat, pero dito ho sa aking kaharap mukhang hindi magandang araw sa kanya, di ba? Bakit ho kanyo? Kasi ho, siya po ay nabuking, nalaglag, at higit sa lahat ho, mukhang napahiya ho si Congressman Abante. Bakit ho kanyo? Pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw na yan. Dahil ho, ngayong araw na yan ay pag-usapan po natin yung kanyang kapalpakang sagot at baradong sagot at malimaling sagot doon po sa interview niya kay Ma'am Karen Davila. Ito pag-usapan natin at reaksyonan po natin ito kasi alam nyo mga kababayan, nakakahiya. Nakakahiya dahil una sa lahat, ikaw ay isang kongresista, ikaw po ay isang public servant ika nga ng bayan natin, and yet you are caught na tila nagsisinungaling, tila natataranta, tila nabubulol, tila hindi makasagot ng diretsyo. Tapos, aside from you are a public servant, you are the so-called bishop. Naku po, pambihirang buhay, Ireo. Kung ganito ang bishop ninyo, ingat kayo, ingat. Hindi, ilang sinasabi ko, ingat kayo. Dahil hindi ho lahat, sabi nga ng ating Panginoong Hesus, hindi ho lahat ng nagsasabing Lord and Lord. Hindi naman ho siya ano. Ang problema ho kasi dito kay Congressman Abante, iba ho kasi yung kanyang sinasabi at iba ho yung kanyang iginagalaw at kanya pong ina-action. Ika nga, remember, it is not what you say but what you do is important, especially in proclaiming the gospel. Yun po ang problema natin dito kay Sir Bishop Congressman Abante. Dahil iba po ang kanyang sinasabi at iba rin po ang kanyang galawan. So pakinggan po natin itong interview ng ni Karen Davila sa ANC. Pakinggan po natin ito at makikita ko sa inyo kung papaano nataranta, kung papaano nagkamali at hindi makasagot ng diretsyo si Congressman Abante. Pasok Kong, pasok.
So let's go straight to the point. Did you and Representative Dan Fernandez instruct Police Colonel Hector Grijaldo to confirm the reward system in Davao, in effect asking him to lie?
Yan ang unang Tagalogin natin. Siyempre kasi may mga kababayan tayo hindi rin masyado maintindihan, lalo na si Jiggy Barra. Hindi, joke lang. Tinanong ni Karen Davila, klaruhin natin. Sabi ko kasi ng isang kernel, in-instruct nyo daw siya, sinabihan nyo daw siya na ito ang iyong parte sa ating istoryahe na ating kwentuhan dito sa Quadcom. Ito yung sasabihin mo, i-confirm mo yung sinabi ni Garma. At sabi nga po ni Kernel, siya po ay nainsulto. Kasi bakit po siya tuturuan ng sasabihin, bakit to, kayo po ba ay above us na you have to instruct us to lie? Yun ang sinasabi ni Kernel. At na-offend po daw si Kernel kasi naka-uniforme pa po siya. Tama nga naman po yun. Diba? So, i-play natin. Anong sagot? Pasok.
I already made a statement that there is no truth to the accusations of Colonel Grinaldo that I forced.
Truth is subjective. Hindi, kasi sasabihin mong there's no truth, pero sinasabi mo nagsisinungaling yung mama.
Anyone or we forced anyone to sign any affidavit in exchange to favors or the possibility of promotion.
At ang pinaka nakakatawa ho dito, yan po ay naganap kahapon ng umaga at yan po ay agad-agad nila. Sila ho dalawa ni Kong Fernandez. Although hindi ko na ho inaano si Kong Fernandez kasi alam mo sa totoo lang pag nagsalita si Kong Fernandez, naiirita ako. Kasi yung pagiging konyo niya, yung pagiging mayaman ng datingan, ng panalita. Nga ganun. Hindi ko kursunada yun. Pag alam mo, pinakinggan ko lahat ng kanilang mga interview, etong kanilang defensive na reaction. Umagang-umaga talaga nagpa-interview sila, nagpa-unlock sila ng mga interview para mag-react dito sa kanilang di umanong alleged na kasinungalingan, di ba? Nung pinakikinggan ko yung lahat ng interview niya, kakairita yung boses ni Dan Fernandez. Dapat talaga nag-retain ka na lang artista. Hindi kasi tinatawag kang kong Google Kasi nga, meron kang kinakausap ata, I think it was a lawyer, tapos parang hindi mo naman kailangan maglalo, basta mag-google ka lang. Yun ang narinig ko sinabi mo, hindi ko alam kung totoo yun. Pero gayon pa man, medyo hindi ka bagay. Hindi kayo mga taga Laguna. Laguna daw ito Mag-go-governor pa daw ito pambihirang buhay oo. Pag yan ang ginawa ninyong governor, it represent what kind of people kayo dyan sa Laguna. Hindi, yun lang. Di ba? Bahala po kayo. Kung mahilig kayo sa artistang, sa tingin ko wala akong alam. Pagdating sa pamamahala, bahala po kayo. Yan ba ang nagsisimbolo sa Laguna? Ako, hindi ako papayag. Bakit to? Dati ang aking inay, taga San Pablo. Abay, mga taga San Pablo, hindi naman ububo. Abay, mga matatalino, mga taga San Pablo. Mahilig sa buko pie. Pag dumadaan ng Los Baños. Kaya, tapos ako pa po meron tirahan dyan sa San Pedro. So mga kababayan, hindi ako papayag kung si Dan Fernandez ang magre-representa sa akin. So bahala kayo. Pero ako, ewan ko sa inyo. Tuloy.
And that is what I said in the media, Karen.
All right, but this is the point,
I do not know why-
Representative Abante. Wait,
I
I
do not
won't
know
let
why-
that go. I won't let that go just yet.
Relax ka. Dito pa lang barado ka na Bakit kanyo? Kasi sabi niya, sandali. Hindi niya ng punto dito Hindi diyan ang punto na there's a truth or there's a lie doon sa sinabi. It's not the content. It's not just the content. Yes, there's importance doon sa mga pinag-usapan ninyo. Okay? May pinag-usapan daw kayo. Ngayon, if you're denying na meron kayong pagpepuwersa o force na sabihin ng isang kernel etong script ninyo, hindi lang po tayo dyan nagbe-base ng usapan natin. Ito yung punto ni Karen Davila.
What is your business and Dan Fernandez's business
Yes.
speaking to a resource person?
Yon.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? In Tagalog. Ha? Bakit mong kakausapin? Di ba? Ikaw ang investigador. Kasi ikaw bilang Congress, di ba? Bilang co-chair ng Quadcom, dapat hindi mo kakausapin yung witness. Di ba? Eto, tatanungin ko kayo, meron hubang judge na kakausapin mo na yung witness? Ano ba sasabihin mo? The mere fact that you talk to the person na magwi-witness, may sablay na ho doon. Kung ayaw mo ng judge o kahit si investigador, di ba, sa mga police station, yan, mas natin yan. Kunwari, merong police, di ba, dadalhin yung may isang akusado na dinala nung nagsumbong yung isang biktima at sinabi doon sa police na nagsumbong, sabi niya, sir, meron ako isusumbong, may ganito, may nanakaw ako. Okay, sige, sandali lang. Stay put. Bakit? Kakausapin ko lang yung witness. Kinausap mo muna yung witness bago kayo pumunta doon sa police desk. Kinausap mo muna siya sa labas. Tanungin ko kayo. Although nangyayari talaga ito, pambihira. Di ba totoo sa mga police station? Pag may kumausap sa isa labas, bago ka pumasok doon sa police desk, alam mo na. The first place, kung kayo iimbestigahan, gagawa kayo ng police report. Di ba, minsan iniimbestiga yun dun hindi mo dapat kausapin yung witness. Dapat, kung kakausapin mo yung witness, first, dapat may abogado o di kaya, harap-harapan. Sige, ano reklamo ninyo? Ikaw, ano depensa mo? Ano sa tingin mo? Kasi may investigador dun So, sasabihin ni nag-accuse, eto kasi sir, ninakaw yung ko, bla bla bla. Ikaw, ano masasabi mo doon sa sinabi niya na ninakaw yung ganyan. Ikaw naman sasagot. Hindi yung pupunta ka doon sa labas, kakausapin mo muna isa. Tama, mali. Yun yung sinasabi ni Karen Davila dito. In the first place, bakit nyo kinausap yung witness? Tuloy, tingnan ninyo kung paano matataranta itong si Abante, ha?
He was actually a classmate of Colonel Garma. And Colonel Garma asked us if we can talk to Colonel Grijaldo because he has something to say. So, na gano'n naman kami, okay, we talk to him.
But what you did was wrong. That immediately put color and bias into the resource persons. What is the business of two representatives?
Yari ka doon, Abante. What you did was wrong. Nasupla ka ngayon, ha? Mukhang natuwa ako kay Miss Karen Davila ngayon, ha? What you did was wrong. Tama naman.
Speaking to a police colonel who is meant to be under oath, give his testimony, you should not have spoken with him.
Correct.
No, he was not under oath in the Senate, yes. But when we talked to him, we were talking to him in response to what Colonel Garma said. Na
So, ang pinaka-alibay nito, sabi daw ni Colonel Garma, yung babaeng iyak ng iyak diyan, kausapin daw itong itong witness. Yan ang paulit-ulit na sagot ni Abante. Paulit-ulit niya yung sinasagot. Pero hindi niya sinasagot yung tanong. Maliho yun. Maliho yun. Nakakausapin niyo witness. Yun ang sinasabi ni Karen Davila. Mali. Bakit? Bakit ninyo kinausap? Ang sagot na naman, dahil kasi kay Garma. So parang ang dating, kasalanan pa ni Dharma. Hindi ba? Kasalanan pa ni Garma na kinausap nyo. Kung kahit naman, utusan kayo ni Garma? Sunod-sunuran kayo kay Garma? Yun po ba ang, akala ko, sinuspend nyo nga yan, hindi nyo nagustuhan yung sagot, tas kinabukasan, pinalitan eh. Ibig sabihin, ang punto ho dyan, mga kababayan, hindi po sa inutusan kayo, isinunod nyo na kaagad. Dapat meron kayong delikadesa, ika nga, na wag sundin. Dahil, sandali, witness yan ba't natin kakausapin yan? Or at least man lang, there is a lawyer in front. Lawyer of the colonel, not the lawyer of Garma.
But in the end, he was going to speak in the Quadcom. They are under oath in the Quadcom.
Yes.
Correct?
that's true.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, so why would you
But
speak
we never.
No, the point is this, Representative Abante.
Yes, yes,
Do you, in the lower house, do you all speak to your resource persons before they attend the hearing?
Not necessarily.
No,
But
doon pa lang, booking ka na. Di ba? Pasensya na po kung medyo sinisipon-sipon, medyo lumamig na ho dito, umuulan na. Hindi po ako nagko-cocaine, ha? Ganyan po. Medyo sinisipon-sipon lang tayo dito. Diyan pa lang sinatanong, ginagawa nyo ba sa lahat ng witness yan sa kamera? Ano sagot? Not necessary. So doon pa lang, sapla ka na. Yari ka na. Wrong answer.
in a way, in
Is
which
that the practice in the lower house?
Karen,
Is it the practice in the lower house that you
Biglang naging sometimes. Kanina not necessary, biglang nagbago ka nung binara ka ni Karen Davila. It's that... Pasensya na, pero si Miss Karen Davila medyo parang dito, 3 espresso shot siya dito Kasi hindi pa tapos si Abante. In fairness naman, hindi pa tapos si Abante, pumapasok na to si Karen. Mukhang mainit ang gising nito ni Karen Davila. Mukhang mainit. Ma'am Karen, mukhang mainit ang ang gising mo dito Mukhang mainit ang dugo mo. Parang di mo rin nagustuhan yung sinabi ni Kernel tuloy.
Sometimes these resource persons would request us to talk to them privately. So we
Sabi niya, sometimes the resource person talk to us, request to talk to us. Kala ko ba si Garma nagsabi? Ikaw naman, sir? Hindi, baka sinasabi niya ibang mga witness. Pero gayon pa man, medyo booking ka dito di ba? Mukhang booking ka dito na sinasabi mo talaga okay lang kausapin. Kasi una si Garma sinabi mo. This time, sinasabi mo na si Colonel na nag-request. Ano ba talaga? Please pass your paper. Dapat ganun na lang dito eh. Ay, pinasulat na lang sa kanila kung ano yung sasabihin nila. Kasi nabubuking sila eh. Di ba? Nabubuking eh.
Give them some time so we could be able to talk to them privately. But the thing is this, forcing anyone to make an affidavit that will tell them, that will speak lies to them. We don't do that. You see?
Okay, but he did not say you forced him to make an affidavit. This was his testimony in the Senate. Number one,
Grabe sa details si Miss Karen. Kasi sinasabi nito eh. Tama naman eh. Actually, half-truth yun eh. Bakit kanyo half-truth? Misleading ika nga. Bakit kanyo? Ang sabi ni Abante, hindi namin siya pinwersa na gumawa ng affidavit. Diba? Tama. Ngunit mali. Bakit kanyo? Hindi naman yan na sinabi ni Kernel eh. Ang sinabi ni Kernel sa Senado, tinuro yung sasabihin. Walang sinabi doon na pinagagawa ako ng affidavit na ako daw ay parang sumasang-ayon na merong EJK o whatsoever. Walang ganong sinabi si Kernel. So tama yung sinasabi ni Abante. Ang problema, hindi yun ang issue dito eh. Hindi ang issue dito kasi kaya nga tinasabi ko sa inyo, it is easy to lie. Alam mo yon, pagka kasabihin mo ng konti yung katotohanan. Bigyan ko kayo ng sample. Yung mga asawa ninyo. O, di ba? Pag tinanong nyo bakit late dumating, sasabihin ninyo, pasensya na kasi nag-overtime ako sa opisina dahil sa marami akong ginawa. Tama naman sagot niya. Hindi siya nagsinungaling. But, that's the half-truth. Hindi yun ang tinatanong ng asawa mo. Ang tinatanong ng asawa mo, bakit ka na late? Anong ginawa mo? Tama na, di ba? Hindi niya sinagot na, nag-overtime ako sa opisina kasi yung sekretary ko, minasahe-masahe ako eh. Tama, mali. Di ba? Yun yung the whole truth. Ika nga. So, ibig kong sabihin lang mga kababayan, you can be not lying by just telling the half-truth. Di ba? That's the half-truth eh. Yung, nag-overtime ako sa opisina kasi may trabaho ako. Tama, mali. Pero hindi niya sinasabi na tinatrabaho pala siya ng sekretary niya. Tama, mali. Parang ganun na sinasabi ni Abante. Hindi namin siya pinagawa ng affidavit para magsinungaling. Tama naman yun, sir. Ngunit datapat subalit. Hindi naman yan ang tinatanong eh. Dahil yan ang unang-una sinabi ni Kernel ay itinuro mo yun. Sorry, not you, but Dan Fernandez. Tinuro ni Dan Fernandez di umano yung kanyang parte dun sa script. Walang sinabing affidavit. Okay? So the point here, are you telling or making a lie by saying na eto sabihin mo? Hindi masagot ng diretsyo ni Abante. Naku po, patay tayo dyan. Naboom ko na kanya. Nayari ka, sir.
Number one, he said first that Congressman Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding in the table at sinabi, yung paragraph na yun, yun ang affidavit ni Colonel Garma.
Buti pinoint out ni Karen Davila to. Palakpakan naman natin si Karen Davila. Kayo naman. Hindi, tama. Buti sinabi ni Karen Davila to na hindi naman niya na sinabi. Ang sinabi, nilagay yun daw yung papel sa harapan niya at pinoint out ko ano yung sasabihin. Sir, yun ang sinabi. Huwag niyo iniiba usapan.
Sinabi niya, ikumpirma mo na alam mo ang reward system. In other words, it appears that you were not objective, both of you, that you were in effect influencing a resource person to corroborate Garma's testimony.
No, we're not.
Accusation niya.
We're not influencing him. We're just asking him because it was Colonel Garma who actually told us, can you please talk to Colonel Grad because he's my classmate.
Regardless,
He
this
has
is not
something
the
to say.
point.
Regardless.
Yes, can you
Okay,
please- okay.
But the point is, did you speak to a resource person, two representatives, a resource person in private without his lawyer? Did you do that?
No, there were two lawyers there. You see
His
that?
lawyers.
Ay, nako, sir. Kita nyo kung paano siya, magaling kasi itong si Abante kasi syempre pastor-pastoran, magaling mo siya sa mga pagtitwist minsan ng, alam mo may mga ganyan eh. Hindi ko naman siya sinilalahat ng pastor o kaya hindi ko nilalahat sa lahat ng pare o di kaya church leader o whatever religion you have. Pero minsan pagka ikaw ay magaling ka magpalusot di ba? Ito, kita nyo tinatanong, di ba? Una-una, walang lawyer Bakit walang lawyer? Lawyer present at that moment. Ang sagot ni Abante, merong dalawang lawyer. Naman may dalawang lawyer. That is not a lie. May lawyer naman talaga doon But it is not the lawyer of the colonel. Di ba? Alam mo, sir, sa totoo lang, medyo okay na sana kung walang Karen Davila at walang mga social media vlogger na pupuna ng mga sinabi nyo. Everything that you would say is a recorded answer.
He could be able to call his lawyer too if he wanted to.
No, that's not the point. When you spoke with him,
Parang dinadating, pwede naman yung tawagin yung lawyer niya If he wanted. Sir, mali una-una. Dapat talaga, alam mo yun, minsan you are forced Kaya nga, di ba, na, tawagin mo muna yung abogado mo, sasabihin sa'yo, hindi ka pwedeng tanungin na wala kang abogado. Di ba? Yun ang nasa batas din natin Kaya lang may palusot pa rin dito si Congressman Abante.
when you spoke with him, was he alone?
The point is this, Karen. No force was given. The point is this. We did not tell him. We did not actually force him to make an affidavit. We did not.
Walang. Sir naman, hindi naman yung sinasabi yung gumawa ng affidavit
Force him to say that he agrees with Garma.
Force. Tingnan nyo dito Tama naman siya. Ang galing ni Abante. Tama siya. You did not force him. Okay? Tingnan nyo yung twist of words niya. We did not tell him to make an affidavit. Correct. You did not. Because what is the colonel is saying is wag mong sa ito lang ito ang parte ng script mo. You did not ask for affidavit. That's correct. But you told him what is his part. Yon. Ito sinasabi niya, we did not force him to say anything. Correct, you did not. Because kung finurse nyo siya, buhay pa siya ngayon So hindi nyo nga siya pinwersa. But you persuade him, according to his story, you persuade him to tell this part of the script. Yun na nga yung pinopoint out ni Karen Davila The mere fact that you called him, even if you didn't force anything on him, the mere fact that you called him privately and say, eto i-confirm mo lang yung by saying, eto yung part mo, confirm mo ito. Tapos sinabi niya pa nga, di ba, wala bang nangyari dyan sa Mandaluyong? Yes, there was, walang puwersa. But the persuasion is there. In other words, it's yung ethics ninyong dalawa, di umano ni Fernandez, ay ang kini-question dito. Yung credibility ninyo to handle such a very, very sensitive position, ika nga, dahil kayo ay co-chair ng Quadcom, yun yung kini-question dito. There is a big problem for you na kausapin ng isang witness. That's the main point here.
All right, we didn't do that. We were just
Representative
polite enough
Abante.
because they wanted They wanted to speak to us. We're just polite enough.
They wanted. Akala ko ba si Garma lang? Yan ang problema, sir. Pagka minsan, nagsusungaling tayo. Akala ko ba si Garma lang ang gustong kausapin ninyo? Diba? Si Kernel. Sabi niya noong una si Garma ang nagsabing, sir, meron akong bibit-bitin dito. Kausapin ninyo, witness ito. Akala ko ba si Garma ngayon? Kayo na. Naiba na naman. Paiba-iba, istoryahe mo. Kung ako ang kabugadong lilitis sa'yo. Ako, sir. Yun lang, hindi ako abogado kasi nagbulak-bulak ko nung kolehiyo ko
To be able to give them the room for them to say something.
Okay. Another testimony he said in the Senate during that conversation, tinanong mo pa, ilang taon ka na lang sa serbisyo? Baka pwede ka bang general?
Nako.
Was there a part of the conversation that went this way?
That's a lie. The thing is, why would people believe a killer who would say those things?
Wow.
But why would they believe
Yan na. Nayari ka dyan. Nayari ka dyan. Why would they believe a killer? Killer daw kasi si Kernel Kasi meron silang akusasyon na inaano daw, tawag dito, meron daw ginawang pagpatay si Kernel. Yun ang sinasabi dito Tapos killer na kagad. One, sir, hindi pa po siya convicted. Ang galing yun na din, ano? Hindi, ito yung mga sinasabi ko sa inyong, sayang, pastor ka pa man din, pero hindi mo naintindihan. Bakit, kanyo? Killer na kagad, hindi pa po siya convicted, sir. So, paano naging siyang killer kagad? Did the court said na, yan tao na yan, killer yan, convicted na yan, killer talaga yan. Sir, walang ganun Wala pa akong conviction yung mama, kinonvict nyo na. Abay, nauna pa kayo sa Panginoon. Manghusga ng tao. Sorry second point, aside from that, second point, you're getting a witness. Kayo na unang kumuha ng witness sa kanya Di ba? Nagigets nyo? Kayo unang kumuha ng witness sa kanya. Sasabihin mo, huwag kayo maniwala sa killer. Bakit nyo siya kinuha? Pambihira naman kayo, sir, Pambihira,
This was highly inappropriate. The point is, Representative Abante, is this. You and Representative Dan Fernandez put the results of the Quadcom in a compromising situation. It affected the credibility by speaking to a resource person privately.
I don't think so. I mean, we will still pursue the truth, and that is what we want to say. We want to pursue the truth on these things, and I don't think that people would just believe a killer telling lies in the Senate committee.
Kanina, witness. Ngayon, killer na. Okay. Ano kaya bukas? Baka demonyo na, satanic na. Baka ganun na ninyo.
Well, don't believe that the previous government used killers to testify against former Senator Laila de Lima.
Naku, patay tayo dyan. Lumabas na yung pagka-anti-Duterte ni Karen Davila. Ayan yun na, pagbigyan nyo na yung ali. Hindi kasi sinasabi niya, ganun din naman nung nakarang administrasyon gumagamit ng killer to testify against Laila de Lima. Yari ka ngayon. Patuloy.
We're not talking about the previous committee hearings. We're talking about the hearing now.
Okay, so my question is this. My question, Representative, if you're saying why believe the statements of a killer instead of yourself, why even use him as a resource person? If that's your argument, you said he's a killer. He shouldn't be believed. So why believe him in the Quad Committee hearing?
We'd like to find out the truth. Why is it that Colonel Garma changed her?
You want to find the truth by asking a killer? Ang gulo mo, sir Sabi mo nung una, why would you believe a killer? Yun ang una mong statement. Now, nung tinanong, bakit nyo siya inimbitahan kung killer naman pala siya? We want to find the truth. You want to find the truth sa killer. Pambira. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I do not mean na hindi dapat paniwalaan si Kernel. Hindi yun ang punto natin dito. It was Abante who said he was a killer. Sabi niya ha, sa statement niya kanina, he was a killer. Why would you believe a killer? Oh, ngayon, sasabihin mo, we invited him to know the truth. Nagputsang kalabaw. Naturalmente, if you are telling that that person is already a killer, a guilty person is already a killer, do you think aamin yan? Paano mo masasabing you want to find the truth? Meron bang killer na sasabing, ako ang pumatay dyan? Ako. Nakalaya ako pero ako ang pumatay dyan. Sa tingin mo sasabihin niya yung totoo? Ay, naku naman, sir. Ikaw talaga, sir. Hindi. Kaya ka nagkakaproblema dito, Sir Kernel, Congressman Abante. It is because, paiba-iba ka ng statement. Killer siya ng una. Huwag na siyang paniwalaan. Pero inimbitahan namin siya to know the truth about him. Pabirang buhay rin. Hindi, about him and from him. You understand? Actually, supposedly tama sana yung pangalawa ninyong sentence na we want to find the truth from him or di kaya we want to confirm the truth from him. Pero yung accusing nyo na hindi dapat siya paniwalaan doon sa Senado, hindi dapat siya paniwalaan kasi killer siya. Ang gulo nyo. Yun ang katotohanan. Ang gulo nyo, sir. Yun ang totoo po.
Statement. Why is it that Colonel Leonardo said that there is still a reward system? I mean, we would like to ferret out the truth. Okay? Now, I just said...
Tingnan nyo, napunta na doon sa reward system. So gusto mong malaman doon sa isang kernel na sinasabi mong that kernel should not be paniwalaan dahil siya ay killer. Pero gusto nyo itanong sa kanya yung reward system kung totoo o hindi. Bakit nyo itatanong yung isang bagay na gusto ninyong malaman ng katotohanan sa isang tao na sinabi ninyo hindi dapat paniwalaan? Case closed. Nayari ka ng naiabugago. Ako po yun. Ako po siya abugago. Tuloy.
Okay, why would anyone believe a killer? But in our Quadcom meeting, we invite everyone, we invite all the witnesses that would tell us the truth on this. Now, if they will not tell the truth, they will still lie. It's up to them. We are here to investigate. We are not here to lie.
At the end of the day, Representative Abante, why should the people believe now that what he told in the Quadcom hearing is true, that he knew of the reward system, and in the Senate, he would lie by saying that he was asked to confirm it and corroborate it?
Karen, that is already expected. I mean, we know for a fact that anyone that would go to the Senate would perhaps change their statement. That is already expected, Karen.
But why would he do that? What's in it for him? He's a police colonel. He
That's a good question. Why would he do that? Diba?
doesn't want a promotion. If he wanted a promotion, possibly he would have stuck with the story.
Correct.
That he knew of the reward system, given
I don't know, maybe
given the political environment today. But yet he goes to the Senate.
Gets niyo? Mga kababayan, sinasabi kasi nito ni Karen Davila, sandali. Yung tao, hindi yan kontra sa inyo. Dahil sa political environment ngayon, which is, you are the one sitting on the power. Kayo ang bata ni Romualdez. Kayo ang bata ni Speaker. 'Di ba? At bakit siya aamin sa Senado na magpapabor sa kalaban ni Romualdez? I mean, sino ho ang matatalo ho dito? 'Di ba? Alam naman ho natin, napakahirap ang kumontra sa gobyerno ito. Gagamitin ang buong puwersa. Eto na lang The mere fact na yung ginawa nila sa KOJC, yung ginawa nila sa Davao, kaya nilang bitbitin ng the entire police force. As a matter of fact, sinabi pa nga, ng secretary natin sa DILG dati na si Abalos, we will get all the resources just to get Pastor Kibuloy. In other words, the government resources will be used against those who is against the government. Diba? And that would be itong si Kernel. Kung siya ay lumaban sa gobyerno, tulad ngayon, na may kaso na, kakasuhan na siya, may kaso na po, siguradong mapapadiin pa po siya sa kinakaharap niya dahil nga po sa pagpipilit ninyong sabihin ito, di umano, according to him, at tinanggihan niya. Alam nyo ba, eto mga kababayan, I did a little bit of research, okay? Yung chief of police dati sa Mandaluyong na si Kernel, yung si Kernel na po yan, siya po ang namuno ng investigasyon sa pagkamatay ng isa pang opisyal ng PNP. Okay? Wala po siyang kaso. Siya po ang leading investigator or head ng investigation team doon sa kaso na yun. Nung nagkaroon ng Quadcom, nung nagkaroon ng Quadcom, kinasuhan sila. Itong mga to. Pansinin, wala pa ho itong instance na ito ha. Yung kinausap daw siya di umano. Kinasuhan sila lahat ho ng mga investigador including that Kernel. Kita niyo yung picture? And I know this for a fact dahil meron akong kilala dyan sa ano dyan. At alam nyo, sabi ko nga yun, bakit ilang araw na namin pinag-uusapan ito eh. Bakit kaya sila kinasuhan na wala naman silang kinalaman? As a matter of fact, they're the one investigating it. Kaya lang, it's not easy to investigate. Alam naman po natin it will take time, especially if they would have a change of government. Ika nga, it's change of administration. Kasi inimbestigahan niya nung panahon pa lang ni Pangulong Duterte. Doon na chief of police ng Mandaluyong yung si Kernel. Inimbestigahan. Diba? Hindi pa po sila yung akusado. Sila po yung namumuno sa investigasyon. Nung nagsimula yung Quadcom, usapan na yan. Yung hearing na yan. Tapos, pumasok na si Garma. Lahat ng investigating team na nag-imbestiga, kinasuhan. Kinasuhan po sila. Nagtataka ako, bakit? Kasi sandali, bakit kayo kakasuhan? Kayo nga yung, wala kayong kinalaman sa politika, kayo yung nag-iimbestiga sa, di ba? Kinasuhan sila. Then, nangyari ho ito. Ano ho ito? Yung pagturo-turo di umano ng sasabihin. Kaya nga, napaisip lang ako. Napaisip lang ako ha. Hindi kaya sila kinasuhan para sumunod sila sa anumang sasabihin nila. In other words, ganito. May kaso ka, di ba? Eto sabihin mo. Pwedeng mag-disappear yung kaso mo. Kasi yung kaso niya sa hindi ho criminal case, alam ko ang kaso niya ngayon eh. Administrative lang, ibig sabihin sa pulis lang. Ibig sabihin, kontrolado di umano ng PNP chief. Yung kaso niya. Di ba alam naman po natin, napapabalita, allegedly na si Marbil ay malaking impluwensya ni Speaker sa pagka-appoint kay Marbil. Hindi kaya ang lakas ng loob ni Abante at di Fernandez na turuan, di umano, according to this Kernel, na sasabihin niya, it is because may kaso itong maman to. Bibigay ito. Bibigay itong mama na ito at sasabihin niya kung ano yung gusto nating ipasabi sa kanya. Kaya lang, mali kayo ng tansya. This person has conviction. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang matinding prinsipyo na tinatayuan. Sige, kasuhan niyo ako ng kasuhan. Hindi pa rin ako susunod sa kagustuhan ninyo. Di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo posible kaya yon? Pwede. Naku po, pambihirang buhay oo. Di ba? Kaya nga tinatanong ko yan sa inyo. Sa tingin niyo ba yun din? Kasi biglaan na lang po ito Tingnan ninyo, dahil diyan, madidiin yung pulis ng todo. Baka hindi lang madiin, talaga makulong pa. Kaya nga, alam mo, hanga ako doon sa kernel na yun eh. Nakalimutan ko kasi. Ang hirap po kasi nung pangalan niya eh. Pasensya na. Alamin ko nga lang yung ano ba yung talagang name niya. Wait lang ha. Sandali. Sandali ha. Si Kernel Hidalgo. Yun, Hidalgo. Kala ko Aguinaldo. Si Kernel Hidalgo, di ba? Hanga ako dito sa mama na ito eh. Kasi kahit na may kaso siya, pinanindigan niya na hindi ako magsasabi ng kasinungalingan. Bahala na ko anong mangyari sa kaso ko. Alam niyo kung bakit ko alam yan? Iyan din po ang sitwasyon ko ngayon eh. 'Di ba sinasabi ko naman paulit-ulit. Hindi lang ako mahilig mag-update sa inyo about my case. 'Di ba? Pero the same thing. Kinasuhan po tayo para matakot po tayo at para po sabihin, magsalita na papabor na ho sa kanila at hindi na po sabihin ng katotohanan tungkol sa mga nangyayari sa lipunan. Diba? Kaya, I can feel what is happening to this Kernel Hidalgo.
And risks actually by saying they asked me to lie.
I don't know, but perhaps he's there to protect the president. Perhaps he's there to adjust.
Nandun daw siya dahil po protektahan yung presidente. Sandali sir, hindi na po nakaupo si Duterte. Kita nyo nga, ang tindi ng pang-uusig. Mali talaga eh. Hindi ako ano pa rin eh, isipin mo nandun daw siya to tell a lie because he wants to protect PRRD. Sir, this is the worst time to show your support to Duterte. Bakit? Babanatan ka talaga. Kaya nga, anyone na pumupunta ng Davao, nagpapakita ng suporta, kinakasuhan. Kung hindi kinakasuhan, ginagawa ng istorya. Si Senator Bongo, di ba? Si Senator Bato, lahat ng anyone na pumunta sa Davao, maging marinig lang na nandun sa Davao, na makakita lang na kausap si Duterte, ay niyayari na ngayon ng administrasyon. Kinakasuhan, ginagawa ng istorya, at kung ano-ano pa. So why would this Kernel Hidalgo would go that far of protecting PRRG? Imposible ho. Napaka-imposible niyang gagawin yun kung yun ang dahilan niya na sinasabi ninyo. Hindi ho. Pero there is another reasons for this na may prinsipyo talaga yung mama na yun. Tuloy.
Just agree with the president, with the former president. You see, we really do not know. We do not know what is in the mind of any person. We expect that to happen, you see.
Okay, so you've denied it, so it becomes he said, she said, in this case, he said. But at the end of the day, looking at your actions and Representative Dan Fernandez's actions, have you learned a lesson not to speak with resource persons
Grabe naman.
before a hearing?
Perhaps, Karen, perhaps in that way, we were taught a lesson. Sa amin lang, we're just giving them room. Okay? Walang anumang coercion dito. Walang anumang promise of promotion dito. We cannot even promise promotion. Who are we anyway? You see, we just...
That's not true. Bigla nyo namang minaliit yung sarili nyo. Why are we going to promise a promotion? As a matter of fact, di ba? Meron pang sinabi, nakalimutan ko sino nagsabing chief police kahapon doon sa Senado na sinabi niyang meron isang natanggal na sa trabaho. Si Danao. Natanggal na sa trabaho, nasuspend na at pinapalaylo niya pa nga daw dahil sa paulit-ulit na pananakit ng asawa. Itong opisyal na pulis. Pero na-reinstate dahil daw sa isang congressman. Imagine niyo yun hindi pa po sitting power yung na kinausap niya. Kayo pa kaya? Kayo pa kaya ang the powerful Quadcom, di ba? Kayo ang talagang bata ni speaker, 'di ba? Kayong Quadcom para alam na natin kung ano ang gustong imaheng ipakita sa taong bayan para sa mga Duterte. Alam na po natin 'yan. Tama, mali. Kayo ho'y makapangyarihan. Huwag niyong sabihin hindi kayo makapangyarihan. You are standing behind the Speaker of the House. Second, kayo po ay may hawak ng budget, including the budget of DILG and the PNP. So don't tell us na wala kayong kapangyarihan to have that person promoted. That is a lie. We all know that in our country. Palakasan system sa atin eh. Huwag ho tayong maglokohan.
We just want to let the people know the truth about the EJ case. Mas matindi ang EJ case. Rather, more than any statement of any police officer.
Ba't napunta doon?
Okay. But at the end of the day, by meeting with a witness, a resource person, you have two sitting representatives, you are co-chairman of the hearing, people can perceive that as undue influence. That's subtle pressure.
I don't think so.
That could be perceived as subtle pressure, influence. Remember, you are co-chairman of that committee.
Correct.
Perhaps some people would perceive that, but most people will not. You know, I'm the chairman of the Committee on Human Rights, and we would like to find out. You see that? Even in a personal way. Kung halimbawa, nakiusap yung isang resource person, pwede bang makausap kayo muna? So, we give way. We give way. What is wrong with that? You see that? We give way. Because he would like to know the truth of the matter. But then, magkakaroon ng pagkakaiba ng statement niya. Well, it's up to him. It's up to him. You see that? Kami lang, ang amin lang attitude is that hindi naman kami matigas. Malambot din kami na nais namin na malaman ang katotohanan. Kung yung taong yan, nais niya, pwede ba kayong makausap? So why not? Oo. But you know, coercing a person.
But Representative Dan Fernandez was there with you. Representative Dan Fernandez was there with you, right?
Yeah.
And Colonel Grijaldo's statement was firm. Sinabi niya, he put the paper he was holding on the table. I believe he said this in Filipino, and he said, this is the statement you'll say. Tinuturo niya yung paragraph. This is Colonel Garma's supplemental affidavit. Just say you know the reward system. Ikumpirma mo lang. Kumpirma mo to. Hawak yung papel. Why would he invent that story?
Correct.
Who invented, Karen? We
So
didn't.
why would Grijaldo invent that story?
Okay. Well, I don't know about him. Perhaps you could be able to ask him, why would he invent that kind of a story? See? He might be protecting someone else.
So you're saying Dan Fernandez did not do that?
See, he is one of those that knew the killing of General Barayuga. Now, I do not know if anyone would just look at his statement, he was one of those that are accused in the killing of Barayuga. Yun dapat ang sinabi niya. I was not part of the killing of Barayuga. What he has said, you see? And the thing is this, kawawa naman si Colonel Garma. Colonel Garma has a change of heart. She had reflection and she said, I now would like to say the truth because the truth shall set me free.
Gumamit ka pa na.
Ang ni Colonel Garma is that perhaps you can talk to Colonel Guinaldo. He has a lot of things to say. But all of a sudden, he had nothing to say but go against the statement of Colonel Garma.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what a resource person is. It depends, you know. It's a matter of, by looking for the truth, we can't influence them to speak one way or the other.
Correct.
Because now he claims, this is what he's saying. I mean, this is what he's saying in the Senate, that at first he refused Dan Fernandez, right? Sinabi niya wala siyang alam sa reward scheme. Tapos, kinausap mo siya pagkatapos, tas dito mo na parang, this is where undue influence could be perceived or pressure. Sinabi mo daw, tinanong mo, ilang taon ka pa? Ilang taon ka pa ba sa PNP? Sabi niya, I still have 4 years before my retirement. Sinabi mo, you can still become a general. Doon niya sinabing, I'm content with my rank.
Well,
Kumbaga, it means if you say something
it is
that
his word,
is pleasing
mine.
to this administration, ganun ang dating, is baka maging general ka pa.
Grabe.
Well,
No?
talagang mangyayari yan, Karen. I mean, people will always try to excuse themselves or give reasons para baka wala sila sa investigasyon, para hindi na maimbitahan yan, para, para bang, any
This time, ang dahilan niya na ngayon, kaya daw sinabi ni Hidalgo yon, ay gusto makawala sa investigasyon. 'Di ba? Sir, kanina, sinabi niyo, Hidalgo wants to protect Duterte. 'Di ba? Yun yung una yung statement. This time, meron na kayong pangalawang statement. Gusto niya makawala sa investigasyon. Parehong sablay. Yung protect Duterte, lalo siyang mayayari doon. 'Di ba? Pangalawa, kung sinasabi ninyong makawala sa kaso, sir, mas lalo nga dadagdag ang kaso niya pag ganito eh. Mas lalo siyang madidiin. Mantakin mo, you go against the will of the sitting government. You are a PNP officer. Sir naman, wag naman tayo maglokal. Ginagago nyo naman kami, sir.
Talaga.
Oh. Diba? How can you na makawala, 'di ba, from that kind of situation kung titirahin mo yung gobyernong may hawak ng sitwasyon mo? Ginagago naman kami, sir eh. Huwag naman po ganun. Hindi naman po kami tanga, yung mga tanso lang, ang mga tanga tsaka yung mga pinklawan, 'di ba? Sir. Huwag ganun. Napaka-obvious eh. 'Di ba? Kung parehong gusto mong yan ang analogy mo, ayan ang sa tingin mo o kaya rason mo, sorry, not analogy, but rason mo na sinasabi, sir, 'di ba mas maganda kung tatahimik na lang si Kernel? Isipin niyo 'to, something happened. Kinausap daw siya, tinuro daw sa kanya, yun yung sasabihin. May prinsipyo ka. Sasabihin mo, ayoko yan. Sasabit ako dyan. Hindi ko gusto yan. Yes, you can do that and keep quiet. Keep your mouth shut. Ika nga. Shut up. Bakit? Para wala ng gulo. Para wala ng gulo at hindi ka na mapahamak. At least, hindi mo nilaglag itong dalawang congressman. Na sa tingin mo, kung sakasakali, di ba, at least medyo mapayapa ang datingan. Hindi ka nga nag-lie, hindi ka nagsinungaling, but at least hindi ka kumontra. Di ba? You just stayed in the middle. Hindi ka nanindigan sa katotohanan. Pero nangyari, nanindigan siya sa katotohanan eh. Ikakapahamak niya ang karir niya. Ipapahamak niya ang lahat-lahat niya. Dahil ngayon, the sitting government is so ika nga anong matawag dito? Very condemning pagdating ho sa mga kalaban. Di ba? Pero and yet, that Kernel stood his ground. Ibig sabihin, nanindigan siya. Ako na magsasabi ng katotohanan. Tinuruan ako nitong dalawan to. Pinersuade ako. O yun. Masasabi ba niya, hindi, dahil sa ginawa ko, makakawala ako sa kaso ko. Sir naman, niluluko nyo naman kami, sir. Paano? At saang anggulo siya makakawala sa kaso niya sa pagturo sa inyo?
investigation in the Senate or the House, hindi naman nakakatuwa yan sa kanila eh. Alright? So they will do everything they can to
Dahil daw sa investigasyon ng House, hindi daw nakakatuwa. So he will do everything to get away with that investigation. Sir, lalo nga siya maimbestigahan ngayon eh. Hindi ba ipapatawag nyo nga? Sabi pa ni Dan Fernandez pa, ulit-ulit sa ibang interview niya. Mananagot itong sinasabi niya, hindi pa pwede itong ganito lang. Mananagot. Narinig ko yun eh. Di ba? Merong consequence daw yung sinabi ni Kernel Hidalgo. Oh, paano siya nakawala doon sa kanyang sinasabi mo makakawala sa investigasyon? Lalo nyo siya ididiin. Yan ang sinabi ni Dan Fernandez ha. Sinabi niya na hindi to palilipasin lang. We will not let this go. O parang we will not allow this na ganun lang. O di lalo siya na diin. Sir naman eh. Iba-iba na yung logic ni Sir. Mukhang na agnas na yung logic niya.
But I think there's a lesson reason here for two representatives. It's the issue of propriety and being beyond reproach. We ask our judges, we ask Supreme Court judges to be beyond reproach, not a hint, right? Not a hint of impropriety. So next time, what will change in how the Quad Committee holds its hearings?
We are not a court, Karen. We are a committee in Congress. And we are just there to investigate and to ferret out the truth so we could be able to craft more laws to prevent those things happening again. You see? So we're not the court.
Yeah, you're not the court, but
We're not there
investigators,
to prosecute.
investigators are also expected to be
Yes,
beyond
but we're not there
bias
to
of
prosecute.
interest.
We're not there to prosecute. It is up to the DOJ or the NBI to prosecute whatever they might say. You see that? I mean, ano magagawa namin kung magsisinungaling yan?
No,
Ano
but you don't know anymore.
magagawa?
The problem now is the public doesn't know saan siya nagsinungaling, sa inyo or sa Senate. Technically, he recanted his testimony in the Quadcom. That's what he did. He
Correct.
recanted his testimony in the Quadcom by saying that in the Senate.
That would be true. The thing is this, Karen, no? Nakikita namin kahit sa Quadcom, under oath na yung mga witnesses, nagsisinungaling pa eh. Under oath na nagsisinungaling pa sila eh. Alright, nakikita po namin yan. O meron kayong mga ebidensya. But they still lie. Oo. Bakit? Because they know it's not the court. Oh, they can say anything they want to say. Oo. It might even be, for example, like perjurious or what it is. But they still lie. So anong gagawin namin doon? But we are still here. We are still counting that one day, these people like Colonel Garma will
Well, you can file for perjury if they lie. You can file for contempt if they lie.
We can contempt.
They are under oath.
And that's the reason why we contempt them.
Okay, but the issue at the end is this. You will deny it. He insists on it. Dan Fernandez has denied it. But in the end, how will you proceed with future hearings of the Quadcom?
We will still proceed, Karen, whatever happened. You know, we know that in a way, mangyayari itong mga bagay na ito.
But will you now not talk to resource persons before the hearing?
Perhaps, Karen, perhaps we have learned something here that we must do. Never talk to a resource person in private. You see that? Perhaps that is what we must do. You see? Oh, we're learning the ropes, Karen. I mean, we're not perfect people. You know, we can do some mistakes sometimes, but the thing is this. Oh, nakita namin, hindi pala maganda yung pagbigyan mo yung tao na gusto makiusap, nakausap.
Booking na po kasi kayo, sir eh. Kaya ayaw nyo nang kausapin ngayon. Nabuking kayo. Eh, paano kung hindi nyo pa nabuking? Hindi, yun lang ha. Kung hindi ko kayo nabuking, abay sa malamang, hindi na ganyan ang realization ninyo. Di ba? Yung realization ninyo, booking eh. Yari kayo, ika nga. So, no comment na lang talaga tayo. Alam na ho natin na nangyari.
Sabihin na lang namin, okay, gumabarap ka na lang doon
Meron pang nabuking siya dyan. Ako, marami pa po silang nabuking.
sa Quadcom hearing. Sabihin mo na lang gusto mong sabihin doon. Alright? So, perhaps in that way, Karen, you're right.
All right. On that note, sir, thank you so much for
So, ayan na nga po. Diyan ho napahiya ho itong si Abante. Alam nyo, meron pa akong isang nabasa eh. Meron ako na isang nabasa na komento tungkol dito kay Abante. Ito pong isang komento ng isang netizen. Kasi nung one time daw na pinag-uusapan yung confidential funds, binanggit nito ni Abante na bakit daw first time lang nangyari yung confidential funds na humihingi ang Office of the Vice President. So binanggit niya lahat except daw, okay? Except daw yung part nung kay Binay na si Binay hindi niya binanggit ang Vice President si Binay. Binanggit niya iba. Okay, kay Lenny, kay Noli, at even umabot pa kay Laurel. Sobrang tagal. Yan lang si Doy Laurel. Diba? Si Doy Laurel, kung mga hindi pa po buhay nung panahon na yun, Vice President ni Cory Aquino. Umabot doon. Binanggit na bakit wala silang confidential funds. Pero hindi daw binanggit yung part nung kay Binay. Which is si Binay nagkaroon ng confidential fund katulad nung kay BP, Sara Duterte, at nag-request siya kay Pinoy. At inapurban ni Pinoy at binigay yung contingency fund nung 2012 and 2014. So sa madaling salita, nagkaroon ng confidential funds. Ang tanong, bakit hindi nung time na yun dinulog sa Supreme Court? Ngayon daw kung ano-anong kasong inaano nila sa Supreme Court tungkol dito sa confidential fund ni BP Sara Duterte. Magkaiba yung approach, 'di ba? So ang inaano nga dito, may ebidensya pa ngang pinadala sa ipinost yung tungkol dun sa confidential funds ni Binay, at sinasabi nga dito na bakit ganun? Bakit tila iba ang kanilang panghuhusga sa confidential funds ni Binay at saka ng kay BP Sara Duterte. Kasi nga po noon hindi ganun katindi ang pag-uusig kay Binay, although dinaan siya sa ibang paraan para matira. Naalala nyo noon, 'di ba? Hindi ko kinakampihan si Binay pero nakahanap sila ng butas kay Binay. Kaya nila nabanatan. At actually mananalo naman talaga si Binay noon until, 'di ba? Ang pumasok si Duterte noon. So in other words, mga kababayan, hindi ho daw sinabi ni Abante yon during the hearing. Di umano, hindi niya sinabi yon. So ibig sabihin, inimit niya. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya talagang meron daw credential problem etong si Abante. Alam mo yun, inuumit niya yung ibang truth. Tama naman sinabi niya, bakit si Laurel, bakit si Noli, bakit si Lenny walang confidential fund? That's correct. That's the half-truth. Bakit? Kasi merong iba. Hindi niya na sinabi. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, mahilig si Abante sa ganyan Telling the half-truth, sa tingin niya, hindi lie. Correct. Hindi naman talaga lie yun pag sinabi mo yung half-truth. But that is not the full truth. Yung kabuuang katotohanan. Yun ang problema. Kaya ingat kayo mga... Hindi, ito mga kababayan, especially doon sa mga Christian na kasi sometimes kaya nagkakaroon ng mga maling katuruan, it is because kukuha ng bersikulo dito sa isang istansa at hindi i-compare dito. Napaka-importante ho yun Marami hong ganyan tandaan ninyo, the Bible itself will not conflict each other. From the Old and the New Testament, it will always, the Old Testament is the law and the New Testament is the fulfillment of law through Jesus Christ, His Son. So, kailangan magtugma yan. Hindi pwedeng sinabi nito, iba dito. Kaya, hindi totoo that there is a contradiction between the Old Testament and the New Testament. If you do not know the context, if you do not study the entire context of a particular verse, you will be misled. Gets ninyo? Kaya nga yung iba, sorry po sa hindi ako nagpaparinig. Minsan may mga bulaang iglesia, it is because wag na natin gamitin yung iglesia, baka isipin na naman nila INC. Hindi yun May mga bulaang churches, okay? May mga bulaang relihiyon, 'di ba? It is because they're getting something from a particular verse tapos they would interpret it according lang doon sa isang context. Hindi pa pwede yun. You have to see the entire context, the entire story. Kasi everything that is written in the Old Testament has something to do with the New Testament. It's a fulfillment of who Jesus is in our life. So dapat ganun ang context. Hindi pa pwedeng kuha ka lang ng kuha, eto kukunin ko, bawal yan kasi sabi Bible bawal, pwede ka uminom kasi sabi ng Panginoon, from tubig naging wine, so pwede na kayo maglaklakan. Hindi pa pwede yun eh. Kailangan merong konteksto yan. Kailangan merong may pinaguhugutan yan. Hindi pa pwede basta-basta mo na lang i-interpret yan. Yun ang problema. Bakit? It will be half-truth. And that half-truth, it's a very dangerous truth. Bakit? Pwede ka ma-mislead. Bakit? Sasabihin mo, love conquers all sin. Tingnan nyo na. Love conquer all sin. Magmahalan tayong lahat. Lahat natin, mahalin natin lahat ng kababaihan. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Tama, mali. Di ba? There is a context for that kind of love conquers all sin. O, di ba? Covers multitude of sin. Hindi pa pwedeng basta-bastang quote ka lang ng quote. Kailangan alam mo yung buong konteksto. You understand? Kasi nga, people can conceal the lies by saying half-truth. Yun po. Okay? So maraming salamat po. Ako po si Banat Bay at sana magkita-kita po ulit tayo. Komento po kayo sa baba kasi babasahin ko po ang lahat ng mga comment nyo. Thank you po. Bye-bye.
Yan ang Banateros, boses ng ordinaryo Pilipino. Banateros ay walang